I'm gonna do my job, and I'm gonna try to let him to feel him so much pain and then knock out.
I don't want to shut up.
Canelo.
Not talk shut up.
Canelo.
What?
Not talk
And then
shut
what?
up.
What are you gonna do?
And then
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
All right.
What you gonna do?
One of the most eminent fighters of this era, known for his pristine fighting stance, Canelo Alvarez recently sat down to share his thoughts on the upcoming bout. He expressed that this fight is nothing new for him, having previously triumphed against notable names like Gennady Golovkin and Sergey Kovalev. Canelo confidently stated, "He's good, he's strong, he's young, and he's hungry, but you know, he's nothing new for me. I've faced all kinds of fighters, difficult, strong, and I'm just going to go in there and do my business," exuding complete confidence in his abilities. Canelo issued a stern warning to Edgar Berlanga, promising to show him real agony in the ring and ultimately knock him out. This came in response to Berlanga's bold remarks about easily dethroning the Mexican champion. Canelo stated, "I don't know how quickly it will end, but I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to make him feel a lot of pain before knocking him out," emphasizing the significance of fight night. Canelo appeared passionate as he spoke about the honor of fighting on the Mexican Independence Day weekend, a tradition he cherishes as a way to give back to his Mexican fans for their years of support. "I always try to fight on these days because it's important for me and for my Mexican fans," Canelo added. "I'm glad to be here, and I'm honored to fight in September or May." Many believe Canelo might be out for vengeance this time. Prominent trainer Stephen Edwards shared his thoughts with Mill City Boxing, suggesting that the fight might not go as Edgar expects. After the recent explosive face-off, it seems a switch has been flipped in Canelo, leading some to believe he will utterly dismantle Edgar's career. "I think Canelo is going to try to torture him," Edwards stated. "Because of all the trash talk, he's going to try and beat him up, especially targeting his body. I think he'll carry him into the later rounds, maybe 10 or 11, and really hurt the kid." Edwards also hinted that Edgar might try to escape the humiliation by resorting to unsportsmanlike tactics, possibly even disqualifying himself, something he's been accused of in the past. Though Edwards didn't specify, many believe he was alluding to the 2022 incident where Edgar, in a tough spot against Alexis, bit his opponent, resulting in a 6-month suspension from professional boxing.
I think he's going to carry him late and try beat him by 10th or 11th round and really hurt the kid. I do. And I wouldn't be surprised if Berlanga got disqualified and just didn't want the embarrassment of just getting ruined like that in front of his family and friends. Because I've seen him bite people before, and I've seen him make certain kind of comments. So I think he's the kind of guy that, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he just lost.
Canelo Alvarez is widely recognized as one of the most eminent fighters of his era, boasting attributes that set him apart from the legion of competitors in his weight division. His pristine fighting stance and experience in the ring make him a unique force to be reckoned with. Despite his exceptional abilities, there has been ongoing debate about his status in the pantheon of Mexican boxing legends, especially as he prepares for his upcoming fight with Edgar Berlanga. Canelo himself has been dismissive of the challenge posed by Berlanga, stating, "He's good, he's strong, he's young, and he's hungry, but he's nothing new for me. I've faced all kinds of fighters, difficult, strong, and I'm just going to go in there and do my business." With this calm confidence, Canelo issued a stern warning to Berlanga, promising to make him suffer in the ring and ultimately knock him out. This declaration came in response to Berlanga's bold claims about dethroning the Mexican champion. Canelo added, "I don't know how quickly it will end, but I'm going to do my job and make him feel a lot of pain before knocking him out," emphasizing his determination to deliver a decisive victory. Canelo also spoke passionately about the honor of fighting on the Mexican Independence Day weekend, a tradition he cherishes as a way to give back to his loyal Mexican fans. "I always try to fight on these days because it's important for me and for my Mexican fans," Canelo said. "I'm glad to be here, and I'm honored to fight in September or May. For Canelo, this fight is more than just another bout. It's a tribute to his heritage and the supporters who have stood by him throughout his career. However, the significance of this fight has been questioned by some in the boxing community. Many fans and analysts alike wonder if Canelo's choice of opponent reflects his current status as an aging fighter. Renowned boxing coach Teddy Atlas recently voiced his skepticism about Canelo's place in history, arguing that while Canelo is undoubtedly a great fighter, he is not the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. Atlas highlighted the legacy of other Mexican legends like Juan Manuel Marquez and Julio César Chavez, who he believes have left a more illustrious mark on the sport. In an interview with Fight Hub, Atlas dissected Canelo's career, particularly focusing on his trilogy with Gennady Golovkin. According to Atlas, despite being hailed as the superior fighter, Canelo struggled in his first 2 encounters with Golovkin, only securing a victory in their third fight due to the involvement of the judges. Atlas clarified, "This is not a knock on Canelo Alvarez. It's a reminder to fans and those making these judgments of how deep and steep the history of great Mexican fighters is." Atlas also pointed out that in recent years, Canelo has been accused of cherry-picking opponents, fighters who, despite being younger and more aggressive, lack the experience and skills needed to truly challenge him. Teddy Atlas's comments reflect a broader sentiment among boxing enthusiasts that Canelo may be past his prime. Canelo is an experienced and solid guy, a strong puncher, and a good counterpuncher, Atlas noted. But he's slowing down a little bit. He's not as busy as he used to be, and he might not be the same finisher he once was. Despite this, Atlas acknowledged that Canelo remains a highly marketable fighter, which allows him to maintain his status at the top of the sport. "He's slipping a little bit, but he's a golden goose," Atlas said. "He has the privilege to pick his opponents, and he'll always have the edge because he's the money guy." This notion of Canelo's marketability as a fighter has fueled speculation about his career decisions, particularly his recent refusal to fight Terence Crawford. According to reports, Canelo's decision to turn down the opportunity to face Crawford, considered one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world, has led to friction between him and his promoter, Eddie Hearn. The tension between Canelo and Hearn has raised questions about the future of their partnership, especially as some fans suspect that Canelo may be avoiding tougher challengers like David Benavidez, who many believe would pose a serious threat to his reign in the super middleweight division. Oscar De La Hoya, a former professional boxer and promoter, has been vocal in his criticism of Canelo's recent choices. De La Hoya argued that Canelo's refusal to fight Crawford and his reluctance to face Benavidez have put his career in jeopardy. This reckless move by Canelo might come back to haunt him, De La Hoya stated. He not only rejected a very profitable fight, but also put his career at risk. De La Hoya went on to criticize Berlanga, calling his statements about becoming a legend after defeating Canelo a warped fantasy. According to De La Hoya, no one is even slightly interested in this fight, and Canelo is deliberately avoiding Benavidez because he knows that fight could lead to his downfall. Paulie Malignaggi, another well-known figure in boxing, echoed De La Hoya's sentiments. Malignaggi has long believed that Canelo is deliberately avoiding Benavidez, arguing that if Canelo is not willing to face his mandatory challenger, he should vacate his super middleweight titles. "I don't care who Canelo fights if he would vacate his 168 pounds titles," Malignaggi said. "I've been saying this for 2 years. I think Benavidez runs him over like a train, like a car stuck on the tracks." Malignaggi also criticized Canelo's choice to fight Berlanga, describing it as another example of Canelo avoiding real competition. The tension between Canelo and Berlanga reached a boiling point during a press conference in Los Angeles, where Berlanga made snide remarks at Caleb Plant, a surprising supporter of Canelo who was present in the audience. Canelo, rattled by Berlanga's disrespect, retaliated, and the situation nearly escalated into a physical altercation when Berlanga lunged at Canelo. The incident highlighted the growing hostility between the two fighters, with some speculating that Berlanga's trash talk was a strategic move to gain more attention and be taken seriously as a contender. Eddie Hearn, who has a vested interest in the fight's success, praised Berlanga's tactics, stating, "The last thing fans should want is an appreciation society for Canelo Alvarez." Edgar did a brilliant job of setting the stage for a real war on September 14th, and I think the fans loved it.